Hello everybody, my name is Farmer Phil, and in today's video, I don't really know what we're all going to get up to today, but to start off, we are going to be vaccinating our heifers and cow that's out here on the new farm with Steve, the stabilizer. Steve has just gone to call them, so we just bring them up from where they are. We'll put them into this paddock, and then we can put them up into the chute, and we can do what we need to do. So it's a 2 mil injection. I'll explain more about it when we have them in. There's more to look at. I think this autumn or back end we get a digger in here and we'll just tidy up this square, get a fence around it, because it's quite handy when you want to just hold cattle for, you know, half a day or that in between loading and stuff. So she should have them up any minute. I just have the tape to tie to the gate so we can help funnel them in, but shouldn't be any issues. Anyways, that's what we're doing this morning. Don't know how we got to this evening, but sure, make us up as we go along. We have 1056, our lock of heifers, Flower, the Free Martin. Steve is in the chute. That right, Stevie boy? And we have Delilah, another heifer, and we have Ted, and we have our Dairy Red Charlie. So these are all getting vaccinated now. Ted isn't, and the bull isn't. Bull has already been vaccinated from the farm we bought him off, but our heifers aren't. We asked the vet, and the vet says to give them their lepto vaccine. We're maybe a little bit behind on it, but we give them 2 shots, one now, one in a month's time, to give them cover. And the lepto disease or virus or bacteria, whatever it is, it causes miscarriages in cattle. So that's why we're vaccinating them for it. Now, some herds don't have it, some herds do have it, and our vet said because we have from multiple herds, he says we best just do it. It's better do it and not need it than find out that you needed it when it's too late. So anyways, it's 2 mil, so shouldn't take us too long or be too hard. Oh yes, and also HerdWatch sponsored today's video. If you want to learn more, head in the description down below. Liv put the vaccine onto HerdWatch app, and then as we do each one, she just puts in the numbers, all's recorded, keeps the board B thing up to date, and keeps Mother Phil happy, because it leaves when it comes to a board B exam or test or inspection, makes it life so much easier. And also we're using HerdWatch to try and record when we see Steve doing what he came here to do, so that we have some inkling of when the heifers or cows should calve. So, but we will be scanning everything in November to have a better idea, but we're just recording it on the app as well, just so that we have maybe hopefully a more precise time frame. Anyways, we get this done. That's them done, so I just put them back out to where they should be. And next on the list, we have someone coming to look at doing a bit of fencing in the shop. Then I have to go to a knowledge transfer group meeting, which that's going to take a good bit of my day, and then probably draw bales, because we made a lot of bales yesterday. He wasn't limping before, was he? He must have stood on something in the yard. See what it's like tomorrow. Anyways, so yeah, that's the plan. So we'll probably pick it up when I get back from my knowledge transfer group. For those of you who don't know, the KT groups, as they're called, it's a government scheme to incentivize farmers to go to farm walks and see other farms and increase information and stuff, so everyone gets paid so much to go to so many meetings throughout the year. So I'm on the Longford. Well, it was the grass group, but I think it's now the cattle group. So, but not for, must be on 3 or 4 years now. Pre-COVID nearly. So it was. Anyways, put these guys out and we'll go to that. So just when I was back in the yard there, they changed the discs on the Lemkin Harrow, so it's definitely looking would you say weird? But the old discs we wore down to about there. Yeah, it's around that. So that just shows how much bigger the discs are. Massive. So yesterday I spent all day flat lifting, reseeding ground for a customer, so Brendan's just going to him there now to harrow it, and then tomorrow we'll be going up with the grass seed and the power harrow just to finish it off. So just but yeah, I missed out on changing the discs, so I was hoping to film changing them, but an hour is what Bro said himself and Father Phil took to change them, so got it done quite quickly. So it makes some difference to the disc harrow. Massive. And we are back from the knowledge transfer group. This is the best part of the morning gone anyways. It's after dinner now. So yes, excuse the thistles. Waiting for Father Phil to spray them like a lot of things. But I don't know whether it's going to happen this year or not. Anyways, we have the calves around that half of the field. They have it grazed. It's finished. and we want to get them moved up to this side of the field, but we will have to just go around and sort the fence on the outside of the field because it's not over hectic. The biggest issue we have is this section here is a single strand of live, but this Mern's the next farm over, is a single strand with 2 strands of barbed wire, and we always find that the single strand gets mixed in with the barbed wire and you lose the power. So I'm going to move down the strand of barbed wire down so that there's a greater distance between the two. Hopefully that solves the problem. So yeah, we're going to go at that now and get the calves moved. They're finished up moving the bales, so they got on very, very well while I was away, and they've all the bales moved. So I think Bro is going off to where Brendan is harrowing with the power harrow to get that finished up. After that I don't really know. Anyways, this is what I'm doing, so go fencing, fun. And that's them moved. But by jeez, it is muggy, isn't it? Suffering.
The flags.
Also, nice view of the sunflowers from down here. Coming on nicely now. Hopefully we'll be open next week. Fingers crossed. Yeah, coming on real, real nice. Anyways, what are we going to do next, Bertie? Huh? Do you not know, Bertie? We'll find out. So, we're in the teleport now. Just have to put on the low loader and we're going to gather up. There's 11 bales left in the field. Not enough to make a full load to justify going down to the customer. Bales, we'll have more bales to go down to a customer, so we'll keep up another field or two to meet the bales for that customer. Now we have, there's 11 bales, so we'll put them on the low loader with the telly, and then hopefully I'll get down. Yeah, well, Father Phil was drawing bales like this. No, not to a customer, just back to the yard. I don't know. I think the low loader is a bit too big for the telly. Now you're not loading her that, just a single file of bales on the bottom. And it's 10 bales or that is all we bring on it on the telly. But I feel like a smaller trailer would be a nicer job. We'll have to make a couple of attempts again out here. But anyways, we're going to go gather up the last of the bales, stick them into the pit, and yeah, that is the plan. While we're down there, we're going to also move a batch of cattle onto the rest of the reseed. We're looking at the last day, that lovely clean bit of reseeding that we done on the new farm. So anyways, I'm going to go away the camera and try and get out of the car park without running into it. Fun. That's the boys gone out in the reseed. I think when they're finished we'll mix up a bit of Protlova just to try and take out the lock of docks and nettles that's coming. There's a bit along that headland there and along here. This was not too bad, but this is the far end of the field we baled over that side, so yeah, plenty of grass out there for them now. that's all the second cut fit in. Now yes, I did brush the bale. So I've come back with the gaiter and a bit of stuff and patch it. But that is second cut finished. They were the last bales of a second cut we brought in, and we also delivered a heap of bales as well as part of second cut. I'm estimating there's well over 300, heading on for 400 in there now. Last year we had 200 in the pit and we were short, I reckon, about 50 bales. We had to draw up trailer loads of silage and bucket it into the calves that were in the shed here. So I reckon we need about 250, should be safe. 300 we're sound, and we have more than that. We're definitely more than 300 in there now. I'd have to go home and check the books. My mother's held record of how many bales was made, bales delivered to different customers, and then surplus bales in the pit. So now it's time to get ready for third cut. We have slurry on some of it, fertilizer on some of it, and we have more slurry to go out. We're going to be keeping up about 100 acres to go into the pit for third cut, hoping that if it bulks up enough, that should keep us sound at home. There'll be about 15 acres will be bale just to finish off the. We have one more customer has more bales to get, so we'll keep it at 15 acres for baling for them to hopefully meet that. We might have another 20 or 30 bales to go in here off paddocks. It all depends on what way grass growth is into the back end, what weather conditions are like, and about 10 other different factors. It depends on whether we have more bales to put in there or not, but we're definitely very, very safe for this winter here. Now let's just fill the pit at home. Fingers crossed, 100 acres of third cut should fill out the pit nicely. We did have a lot of silage over last year in the pit, so no second cut pit went into the pit. It was all baled, all far too many bales for me to be remembering how many there was. There was a hell of a lot of bales. Anyways, we get ready for third cut. That's the next job. That won't be till mid-September. So some of what we cut now might make it, might not. But everything that we've cut earlier in the second cut round, because we made all bales, it was like the first bit you seen that we cut the 346 bales off 38 acres, and then we cut another bit, and then we cut another bit, and then that was the last bit to be cut. So yeah, it's not too bad. It's bales. The only problem with bales is it's just hard work, and because we have so much surplus silage, partially because we're down on numbers and calves, and partially because we had such a bulk of silage over the back of the pit, we said, right, we'll just sell more silage. Bales is easier to sell than pit, for us anyways, or well, maybe I don't know, we sell bales, we can sell bales, so that's what we done. So anyways, go back home back to the yard, and I think me and Liv are going off fencing again. That second cut over and out. It's the next day, and as you can see, I am sitting down on this lovely green mesh. So what are we doing, Liv?
Making paths.
Making paths. So Troy is here with us. Bertie's lying down on the job, aren't you, Bertie? Oh, belly rubs. Oh, belly rubs, Bertie. So anyways, so what we are doing, we're getting ready now for the sunflowers. Sheets are coming Friday, so we're hoping to be open next week with the sunflowers. So what we're doing now is we're laying down these green paths. So one of the biggest problems that we've had every year with having people here is eventually a bit of rain and a bit of traffic, the paths go to muck. So we usually kept going with sand and gravel and stuff to try and stop that, but you don't ever have the muck boiling up. So this year we're going with this green mesh, so hopefully that does the job. So we're just pinning it down. So we have 100 pins per row. We have 600 pins and 120 meters of this to go down. So I've just mulched the path through the grass because the grass is growing very strong. So we have to go up so far, and we have to go that way for the sunflowers, and then we have to go up then for the maize. So fingers crossed this actually works, keeps the paths clean, no muck, and gives traction surface. That is what it's about. It's not cheap. So fingers crossed this better bloody well work. It seems to be the job. So the grass then, what will happen eventually is the grass will grow up through this stuff. So this is like an underlayer firming part. So we should be able to keep it green, not get mucky, and be firm, anti-slip. That's the theory. So anyways, we're going to keep hammering away at this. Yes, this video isn't overly exciting, but this is kind of what happens this time of the year. How can I make moving cattle, fencing, and hammering in pig. It's just hard to make. This time of the year is when things kind of start to slow down a bit before harvest. You've bits of this, bits of reseeding, and bits of slurry, and bits of baling, and a pig or two to throw in. But there's no wild pressure on anyone. And you get days where, you know, you're not over busy. You're doing jobs. You're never out of work, but you just don't feel busy. You don't feel under pressure. It's not like it's all go, 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 go. God, bang through acres of silage, bales out the baler, and that. So this time of the year, until harvest starts, which Father Phil reckons about 3 weeks, we'll be cutting the first of the barley. So he does. That's what he's reckoning. So that would leave us the second week of August, I think. Or is it August already? No, we're still in July. So yeah. But look, that's roughly where we're at, I know. Anyways, look, if you have any questions or anything like that, hit me up in the comments down below, because Troy is getting ahead of me now. Try and keep that pulled a bit if you can as you're going along, just to try and not have them humpy bits in it. We're going to leave it at that for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, as always, leave them in the comments down below. And fingers crossed, Sunday's video might be a bit more exciting.
What about all those humpy bits down there that you've left?
What humpy bits? Ah, that's just the way the land rolls. Laughing at me. There's no winning. Bertie, there's no winning.
I'll put your pins out for you.
Oh, she's putting pins out for me now. I'm a tell you, lucky boy.
I've done Troy.
Okay. Anyways, we're going to leave it at that. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, please like and subscribe to the channel. Videos every Wednesday and Sunday. That's it from me. Good luck.